We are connecting to him as we speak.
Hello.
What's up, Morte? How are you doing? And first and foremost, congratulations on your tournament win here today.
Yeah, thanks, man. I think it was a long time coming and we really needed this.
No, definitely. I mean, we've been watching you guys for months and months, and you guys have always been the thick of things, always one of the most respected teams, period. And it's been sort of rough as you guys have been trying to get over the hump and all the rest. And finally, you guys take out not just any team, but you take out Envy, one of your long-standing rivals going back to IDD QD days, and you did it with authority, a 3-1 victory. How does that feel?
Yeah, it was really good. I think everything just fell into place today as well. Only Numbani was, I mean, they just played that perfectly in the end, and I don't know, we didn't seem to get through that last hold on attack, so it took us forever while we actually steamrolled through the first two objectives. But in general, I think we as team just played great together. Like other finals that we lost, it always felt a bit. We always blamed ourselves because we could really like point out mistakes that we made. But I don't know. Happy.
Can you talk to a little bit about like the map draft? I mean, specifically the King of the Hills and then Ilios. Is that something that you'd like to force Team Envious onto? Do you think it's one of their weaknesses, or do you think it's more of Reunited's strength?
I don't. Well, I think we're not. It's not our best. I think we are better on payload maps in general, but they banned out our two best payloads. I mean, we actually scrim Envious a lot, so we also know which maps we do not want to play against each other. So kind of expected this whole draft in the start, and at Ilios, I don't know. Like we could decide in the end, and we don't mind Ilios. I think of the COD maps, that's one of our better ones. We're good on the PAL. Actually, we don't mind COD at all, so we leave it in. And there's just some teams, I don't know, in this game, it's that some teams are really good on COD and some teams are better on payload. I think us and Envy are just good on both in general.
So let me ask you this. We've been asking a lot of teams this on winners interviews and just in general as of late. Obviously, we've had some rule changes here to the tournaments based on player feedback. Number one, of course, is that we've had one hero limit. And number two is that we've removed 2 CP maps from the pool. What are your thoughts on both changes? Are they good? Do you dislike them? And what's your reasoning?
We really like the one hero limit. I think it's way, I don't know. Like I think like the camps are kind of split at the moment. Like you have the one who says the one hero limit is Taylor, and the other says that no hero limit is Taylor. But I just think I don't know. I just think it feels more like this is the way the game is supposed to be played. For me, playing with double Monkey, Winston, and Tracers or double McCree is just pretty boring as well. And for the 2 CP maps, I don't think they should be in competitive play. I mean, actually, no one wants them in there. They are really random and just one big choke point on every map.
Now, let me ask you this, since we did get 2 King of the Hill maps in the grand finals and it worked out really well for you, but do you like the dynamic of the smaller map pool with a best F5 that sort of opens teams up and requires you to play those maps and really only lets you ban out maps that you really, really don't want to play? Do you think that's a good dynamic, or do you think there should be something in there where maybe you can replay certain maps in a longer series? I think in general, most people sort of trend towards the idea that, okay, play more of the map pool, but where do you fall on that?
I think it's good as well, because like with like a map pool like this, and then you only get 2 bans each, it opens up the map pool. So basically, I mean, we get pulled out of our comfort zone, and also Envy also got pulled out of their comfort zone with this map pool a bit, because both our strong maps got banned. So I think that gives for a nice, I don't know. I think best of 5 is pretty. I think that's the best format so far. I mean, we also played best of 9s and stuff. That gets a bit ridiculous, but yeah, I think this is great.
And one quick question here. I'll let Hex get in with a question. One thing when talking about maps before we move too far on, Route 66, you guys traumatized Envious on that map. You had that series a while back where you played them on Route 66 and dominated them in a way that Envious is rarely dominated. And I swear to you, every game I've casted since then, Envy has first banned Route 66. A, why did Envy have problems on that map? B, why were you so good on that map? And C, will Envy ever play Route 66 again?
Yeah, I think, well, I think they will, but they'll just bracket first, obviously. I think a lot of teams have like one map that they're not really comfortable on at the moment, so that's, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they just ban it out, and that, yeah, I think Route is one of our better maps. I think just because it got added so late, and we played it quite a bit when it got put into the game it just became one of our standard maps. Not even our strongest, I would say, but just one we can always fall back on and perform on.
You guys just were struggling for so long and always second place, and I know you guys had even acknowledged it to a certain extent that it's just a second place, second place, second place. Now that you finally over the hump, do you feel that it's, I mean, one, was it in your head for a little bit, and now is it just relief and moving forward? Do you think it's out of your head? You might be able to continue this kind of performance in the same way of like winning first rather than seconds?
Yeah, of course, it gets a bit into your head, but I think we've been playing for so long by now that it's, I don't know, we are used to it, because you just have ups and downs, and we always have it as a team. It's just, I don't know, we've had always something, like in the last few months, always something pulling us back a bit, like Tuizi at a lot of uni. I had uni in the start of the beta, but now, like the last week, everyone is done for like start of the week now. So we've been spending a lot more time on the game, and I think it just, you can already see it showing. So I have full faith that we can continue like this, especially with Gamescom coming up.
All right, so we are definitely heading to the end of the interview phase here. Hex, do you have any final questions? And if not, Morte, the floor is yours for any final words, shout out, sponsor, plugs you want to do, anything you want, man.
Go ahead,
any more
Morte.
questions? No?
No,
Okay.
man. Congratulations.
Yeah, man. Thanks. So first shout out to all the fans and all the viewers. I think it's great. Also that I saw it got like over 25k viewers again. That's amazing. All the support we're getting, people recognizing you in pub already. I think the community around this game is great as well so far. And to sponsors, anyone watching us can always contact me or our manager, because we are looking to get sponsored. And that was it. Thanks a lot.
All right, sounds good. And Hex, you have any final words you want to say before we... And thank you, Morte, for joining us, and we'll let you go and all the rest. And once again, very well played.
Hopefully see you next week, or tomorrow even.
Yep.
No, I mean, just congratulations to Reunited. I'm so happy to see them win. It's blast casting today. Thank you to all of our sponsors. If you want to follow me on Twitter, that's at Hexagrams. You want to follow me on Twitch, that's Hexagrams too. Thanks for casting with me, ZP.
For me, straightforward, if you want to follow me, Twitter at TempoZP. I am terrible at tweeting. I will not flood your inbox. Following people on Twitter is one of the best ways of showing support, especially in the caster business. So any follows would be greatly appreciated, both to me and Hex. Hex is at Hexagrams. I'm at TempoZP. I also stream on Twitch, not as much recently because it's been way busy, but am going to get back into it, ZP_TV. And that about does it for us here today. We'll be back for the weeklies tomorrow for the GosuGamers Overwatch Weekly North American Cup. For me, I'm actually going to be moving over and casting the ONOG Invitational going on immediately after this. We're going to be sending you guys over there. It's going to be a long day casting for me, but hopefully you guys will join me. More good Overwatch still to come yet here today. But that about does this for us here on the weekly, and we'll see you guys next time.